Hey guys, I really haven't been on here much lately, and it's just because I've been so busy with a lot of things that I've been working on. I finally did get my podcast up and running. It's on Spotify, and it's called Bridging the Gap, Unraveling Military Suicide. And I'm finding that Bridging the Gap is actually a very common uh, title for a lot of different things, which is fine. Mine kind of is sets itself apart with the focus being on military suicide. I have 3 episodes on there right now. The first one is just a very brief introduction into a little bit about myself and why I kind of got started in all of this. And then my next episode, for some reason, it didn't upload in the correct order. It's okay, not a big deal. But the first one was actually Only the Best Come Forth. And I had a veteran friend that actually helped me come up with that title. I don't take the credit for it. And what that title really reflects. So if anyone is familiar, or those who are stationed at Minot Air Force Base, they know that the slogan or of Minot Air Force Base is only the best come north. And so what that title reflects is, and what we were getting at, is that we want leadership and DOD officials really that are willing to come forward and admit that the system is not working and that we need to basically redo a lot of this, how we approach mental health, how we are treating service members who are asking and desperately needing help. And so that one really kind of digs into um, you know focusing on, we need an organization that encourages and promotes people coming forward, and we need to address the barriers. And then it does go into talking about my time and my experience being out on the bridge for my 3-day demonstration. The second episode is called Whose Fault Is It Anyway? And I named that one uh, basically talking about the alcohol culture. And I know a lot of people really don't like that I talk about it. I feel very strongly about it. And honestly, if a lot of people do their research, which I always encourage people to do, because I'm not just pulling these statistics or bringing up these topics for no reason. There's a lot of research out there that supports it. And when you look into suicides, the number one factor that is constantly revolving around it is alcohol and drug use. And so it is very difficult to ignore that. And so the alcohol culture is a big deal to me because, again, it does contribute to a lot of the mental health illnesses and the issues that we're seeing that lead up to suicide. And it's often used in attempts or in suicides. So I know it's not everyone's favorite topic, but I stand very firm. I'm standing my ground on that topic because I really do think it needs to be addressed. And I think a lot of people have been conditioned to live this type of lifestyle revolving around alcohol. And the DOD really just kind of wipes their hands clean of what the alcohol culture creates. And we're seeing those difficulties and those issues, the hardships, for service members while they're active duty, and it carries through with them when they become veterans. So we don't see those issues just disappear. They struggle with it afterwards. And, talking to veterans, a lot of people found that what helped them recover was actually getting away from that environment. So, I'm really pushing to have the DOD consider to remove alcohol from the workplace and to reduce it in regard to what their alcohol beverage program actually states. I don't believe that it's actually being followed the way that they are saying it's supposed to be, or they are. And so I'm just a person where if I see something, obviously I look into it, and there is a history, that reputation for years and years and years, and I don't feel like it's worth having that reputation. And especially, it's frustrating when you have kind of double standards for leadership when it comes to alcohol use, and then you have this higher standard for younger service members, who are extremely influenced by the environment, and they don't understand that alcohol addictions definitely are started off of someone's environment. And as someone who went and purposely got a degree in addiction studies, I think there's a lot of misconceptions, a lot of myths around what's considered healthy drinking styles or lifestyles and habits, and what's considered excessive use. The DOD really pushes about, we want to promote healthy drinking habits. There's really no such thing as healthy drinking habits, and you are still promoting the chances and the risks of things happening and developing because of it. So anyway, again, not everyone's favorite topic, but it is something that I feel very strongly about. And then with my next episodes, talking to veterans, it's going to really dig into what they experienced, what they witnessed with their own life or others in the service, and talk about the devastating journeys of losing friends to suicide. And sorry, it's been hard to hear the stories. And honestly, like I said in one of my episodes, I think the DOD needs to hear these stories and start taking them seriously. These stories are everywhere. Stories about recovery, it'd be great to just address it so that we didn't have to have people go through what they go through. But it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take leadership, people in these higher positions, the right people to hear the message and to take it seriously and to admit that there is a problem and that they are part of the problem. I get somewhat harsh in that episode, but like I said, it's because I'm passionate and it's because I care. And so like I said, I'm not here to say and do what is popular. I'm not here to say what people want to hear. We're past that. And so yeah, it's just been a really interesting last couple of days. I'm still working on, in between all of this, I'm working on my book and still networking and reaching out to a whole lot of different organizations, both here in North Dakota and statewide. So it's been just a great journey and experience so far. So that's all I have really for an update. I am going to throw in here that as of today, the base has not confirmed the 3 deaths yet, and so I'm not going to give up on that, because like I said, when you research a lot of suicides in the military, they really just go out of their way not to admit it. They don't want to talk about it. They like to keep it under investigation, because then they don't have to actually confirm it and talk about it, and it bothers me. So I'm going to keep asking those hard questions. I'm still going to keep doing my research on all of this. So, but anyway, I've, like always, appreciate everyone's support. And I know some people maybe get tired of me saying that, but I'm always here if someone has any suggestions or ideas or any type of feedback. So I appreciate it. See you guys. Bye.